Yo, what up? So today I guess I didn't accidentally, but I ended up taking a $180 loss. Still green on the month. I'm still up. I think it was like hold up, 660. So not the best, but still green. I'll go over my mistakes in a sec, but I'll just go over the trade first. So we had this 4-hour high, this 1-hour high, and then another 4-hour high above. We were, we were totally bullish. I think still filling in this gap, still consolidating in it, and then just filling more orders. We had these lows, I just marked them out just in case. 1-hour low, and then a 4-hour low right there. So as soon as market opened, we had this 5-minute opening gap. Let me just mark that out. So I ended up using this, even though it was created right at market open. A few minutes later, got a reaction. From there, I was scaling down. I had to wait at least 15 minutes in the market open, just because like price develops a little better. It works for my strategy, and I have to see like what type of volatility is in the markets, as well as I get burned when I'm not waiting. So from there, we had these 1-minute equal lows, but we ended up closing under. And then from there, I didn't realize, but I totally drew equilibrium out wrong. We had quote unquote 1-minute equilibrium. I was hoping that we would tap. Did we tap this gap? Hold up. I just want to see. No, that's like completely equal. So we didn't tap the gap. We got equilibrium. We had this 1-hour low, and that's pretty much it. Not much to it. I ended up entering on this candle because we had a pretty good push. My stop was above this wick because this fair value gap could have protected my stop. The 1-hour low was a break-even point, and then targeting 4-hour lows. Pretty sure I had. I don't know, I had a better RR than that, I feel like. I think it was. Yeah, right there, exactly. So I ended up entering in this candle because I thought this was a pretty good push down. Volatility was actually pretty good today. I just didn't like this opening price action. So I was about to not trade, but I thought since we had our 5-minute gap and we were actually making some good moves down, I thought it would be pretty good. On ES, however, if we can go there, if it'll load. Bro, I need some new Wi-Fi. Got some McDonald's ass Wi-Fi. Okay, whatever. So ES ended up. Are we gonna work? Bro. ES ended up being a lot higher, to be honest. We were consolidating around here. I didn't really use ES. I don't usually in backtesting either. Bro. This is terrible. One sec. Okay, anyways. Ended up getting stopped out pretty soon after. We ended up creating a 5-minute bullish SMT, which I should have been bullish. I don't know why. I just think since we were breaking structure down and continuing down, I just was bearish. So both the 4-hour and the 1-hour were completely bullish. We ended up creating a 5-minute SMT off of pretty much any of these lows because ES was so much higher. I wish I could show you if it would load. There we go. Yeah, so any of these lows, we had a bunch of 5-minute liquidity on NASDAQ taken out. We ended up getting that push up. But as you can see, there was that opening gap on both. I didn't realize this until I just got here, but I had the wrong trading hours. So if I scale over to here, you can find out I guess this gap was there. The lows were fine. Was that still a 4-hour low? So the 4-hour low was wrong. I didn't know that. The 1-hour highs were already swept. I didn't know that. There's a 1-hour fair value gap right there. So this is technically a 1-hour order block that I didn't know we were filling in. Scale down to the 5-minute. Bro, we did not have any opening gap. We didn't hit any fair value gap, in fact. I was literally entering off hopes and dreams. I didn't know this until like 10 minutes ago when I was journaling. I was like, bro, are you kidding me? So that alone would have prevented my loss. I do want to see if we still had an SMT. $9.25, yep. $9.45, yep. Still had 5-minute SMTs. I'm sure the opening price action wasn't even bad. So from here, I mean, it's fine. It's just choppy. Started getting movements. Today there's no news, but I don't know. Just totally could have been avoided. I'm actually going to start trading, or at least I say that, but like I'm going to try and start trading less and having only 100% clear setups. Also, one thing I did want to say is I marked out equilibrium wrong. I totally shouldn't have gone from this low. It would have literally either been this high and this low, or it would have been this high and this low, plus the fact that we ended up inversing back up right here. I didn't like it, but to be honest, today was... yeah, there's some stuff going on outside of trading, so I think that totally reflected. I've never seen it reflect this hard before. I think it reflected in trading. Ended up inversing up. I didn't like it, and then we got this push down, and I was like, fuck it. So I just entered. This was going to be my break-even point, the 1-hour gap. I thought I'd at least get break-even, even though it's close. Ended up going off that. Volume was actually really good today. Like, from this move to any of these was actually pretty good. But, that's pretty much it. Today totally could have been prevented. I guess I accidentally changed this because it has these little session highlights that I didn't like, but I didn't know it also took out London session and other things, and it only shows opening market. It doesn't show pre-market either. So I don't know, not much else to say. Just I'm gonna be working on some things. I'm gonna be back testing a lot more, trying to freaking lock down on my edge. But other than that, that's it for today. So I'm still up on the week. I'm probably up like $25 though. Last week I was down $4, and the week before that I was up $14. But overall, specifically this month, I'm up $660. So I guess it is what it is. I'm honestly not too pissed. So peace.